ChargePoint stock update. Okay guys, so here we are with another ChargePoint stock update video guys. Okay, it's been a little bit of a hiatus. Decided to take off a break for a tiny bit. So here we are back with the beginning of Q4 guys. Really important next couple of months coming up, especially for a lot of these EV stocks. So as we're looking at ChargePoint now guys, okay, ChargePoint stock has been absolutely hammered guys. It's been pretty far down from the previous highs of around back in late June and early July, okay, when the stock was at $36. So right now we're taking a look, it's just dipped under $19. There's a couple of reasons why, so I wanted to talk a little bit about this in this video and kind of explain to you guys exactly what's happening with ChargePoint and why I think that now is an interesting time to buy. So one of the reasons why I'm uploading this video now is because I don't like buying stocks when they're ripping. I like buying stocks when they're dipping. Nothing has really stopped the long-term bullish outlook of ChargePoint, but there are a couple of headwinds in the short term, but in the long run things are going to look great. So let's talk a little bit more about this in the rest of the video. Okay, so the number one problem right now is that right now the major infrastructure bill, okay, so the infrastructure bill that is going to basically support a lot of these EV charging stations is currently being held up in the House right now. So it looks like they're just not having agreed exactly on how much they're going to spend. So as you can see here, it says, as Democrats in Congress look to break the stalemate in negotiations over sweeping changes to the social safety net investments in climate, a chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus said Sunday her members not accept the $1.5 trillion price tag. So right now, guys, this bill is definitely going to get passed. They're just kind of working on the exact numbers right now. But the good thing is that in the long run, these bills are going to immensely help these EV charging station stocks. So right now, I think a lot of people expected the bill to be passed last week, and it stalled out. So now you're just seeing a lot of people impatient, and they're dumping the stock. So as we can see right here, we're looking at basically a RSI of around 33. So, according to the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, this is a wonderful buying opportunity simply because we're basically buying on people getting a little bit impatient with the Senate and the House passing this bill, and then eventually Joe Biden will probably sign it. But also, I think a lot of people, got crushed in September. September is historically a really down month for stocks. It's one of the reasons why I really wasn't posting a lot of videos, because we were basically seeing a bunch of some of the best growth stocks out there get absolutely crushed. And I don't believe in panic selling, guys, okay? If you hold on to your stocks over the long run, over the next 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 years, you are going to do well. The way the economy is set up, people that hold stocks and crypto, but usually stocks, okay? Because crypto is different, okay? Crypto is definitely much faster moving. But with stocks, the way the economy is set up, they continuously are issuing fiat money, and basically the United States and many other big economies are a top-down trickle effect. So what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of money issued in the United States in the future, and a lot of this money is going to end up in the hands of some of the best growth stocks. So obviously we're talking about companies like Amazon, Google, and one of them is ChargePoint. Now the reason why ChargePoint, number one, they have the biggest infrastructure, okay, in the United States. So any bill that is going to support EV charging stations is greatly going to support ChargePoint. ChargePoint is one of the favorite EV charging stations for a majority of the Fortune 50 companies. Amazon, Google, a lot of these bigger companies are using ChargePoint stations, and they already have a huge network. So any bills that are going to be passed to expand this network is going to be very bullish for the stock. Another reason why I think it's a good long-term hold is simply because what we're looked at is we saw a lot of hype over the bill in June, and then a huge sell-off. So this isn't the first time that ChargePoint has done this, okay? It's been an extremely volatile stock to hold in general, okay? Earlier last year we were at the same price level. We ran all the way up to 40, 50, almost $50, right? So resistance at 50, ran all the way back down to 20, ran all the way back up to 36, now all the way down to 19. So this stock has a lot of volatility with it. And these are the type of stocks that you want to hold over the long run, okay? If you're just investing for income and you're over the age of 50 and you want to retire soon, get into dividend stocks. But I would say if you're under 50, you want to be into growth stocks. If you don't plan on retiring anytime soon, growth stocks are going to provide you with the best long-term gains. And the reason why I think ChargePoint just ticks off all of these boxes is because we're just going to continue to see more and more EVs. So of course we have Lucid Motors is starting deliveries in the end of October. Okay, Tesla is continuously pumping out vehicles. All of these legacy ICE makers like Ford, Ferrari, they all said they're going electric. So the entire North American car industry is going to basically be flipped, where in the next 8 years up until 2030, you're going to see all of these companies pumping out electric vehicles. And in the future, there'll be a nice used market for the electrical vehicles. But all of these vehicles have to be charged. And that's where ChargePoint comes in. This is a play. It's not indicative of whether Tesla or Lucid Motors or Canoo or Fisker or whatever one of these companies wins. This is the picks and shovels play. This is a safe, very, very safe way to get exposure to the EV industry. And in the previous quarter for ChargePoint, they beat revenue estimates, yet the stock sold off. So this is the nature of the stock market. In the short term, it's a voting machine. In the long term, it's a weighing machine. So I think this is an excellent buying opportunity. I'm going to be loading up the truck this week. I just wanted to kind of post this video out because I wanted to let you guys know when I think it's a great buying opportunity. So obviously, I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just saying personally, I'm going to be buying a lot of shares this week. So I thought it was just kind of document and let you guys know what I'm personally doing. So this is not financial advice, guys. I'm not telling you to go out here and buy ChargePoint stock. I'm just simply covering one of the reasons why it's selling off so much. And looking at the RSI, I think this is a wonderful opportunity to get into the stock. So to wrap things up, guys, we're going to be looking forward to see what happens with the infrastructure bill. Year to date, and it really hasn't been pretty for ChargePoint. It's been a pretty rough year, down nearly 50%. But another way to look at it is that you're basically getting a high growth stock at 50% off. And this is one of the top EV charging stocks. If you guys want a complete list of EV charging stocks to buy, be sure to check out the link in the description below. I wrote an in-depth article covering all of these charging station stocks like ChargePoint, Volta, Tesla Supercharging Network, Blink Charging. So if you guys are like, well, I don't know which one to buy, you're kind of looking at several of them, be sure to click that link in the description below. And also be sure you guys can click the link in the description below and sign up to my email newsletter. I'm going to start posting that more recently. I haven't posted much. September's are usually just a brutal month for the stock market. I really just take a break and just don't worry too much about it, because historically the stock market is awful in September. There's a couple of reasons why. A lot of people think people are selling stocks to pay for their kids' school fees and school tuition and stuff like that. A lot of people think people are just taking profits as we roll into Labor Day. Whatever the reason is, September is the worst month for stocks, so that month is gone. It's a brand new month now, guys. I think a lot of these companies are going to turn around, so it's an excellent opportunity. So if you guys enjoy my content, please smash the subscribe button and smash the thumbs up button as well. So that's until next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.